It was 6 a.m. on a chilly October morning in 2024 when the doorbell of our Crestwood Meadows home in Oregon screamed through my half-asleep haze. I stumbled out of bed, heart pounding, only to find Laura Bennett, our HOA president, hammering on the door like she was auditioning for a horror movie. Her face was twisted with rage, phone clutched tight with 911 already dialed, screaming that my wife, Lynn Gwynn, was an illegal intruder in our own house. I stood there, dumbfounded, thinking Laura had lost her damn mind. What she didn't know was that in less than half an hour, she'd be the one staring down eviction papers with her name scrawled across them. Let me tell you how this nightmare unfolded and how picking a fight with the wrong family cost Laura everything. I'm David Pham, 42, a regular guy who thought buying a $320,000 home in Crestwood Meadows would mean quiet evenings and a happy life. Last month, I married Lynn, a pediatric nurse with 6 years of saving kids' lives under her belt. That morning, she was unloading boxes from her beat-up Subaru, ready to start our new chapter together. It should have been one of those moments you frame in your mind forever, your wife moving into your home, the start of something beautiful. Instead, Laura Bennett stormed in like a tornado with a vendetta, clutching a stack of papers and a look that could curdle milk. Parking violation, $250 fine, she barked, eyeing Lynn's car like it was a crime scene. Then she zeroed in on Lynn's medical bag, the one she uses to save children, and sneered. Commercial equipment on property. We don't allow foreign medical practices here. Another $250. The way she spat foreign hit like a punch to the gut. She wasn't done. Failure to register with the HOA within 24 hours, $250 more. She slapped a $750 bill into Lynn's hands, due in 48 hours, or else. Lynn, fresh off a 14-hour shift saving a kid from sepsis, looked like she'd been slapped. "This is my home," she said, voice trembling with exhaustion. I was ready to lose it, but Laura? She was just warming up. She whipped out her phone and called 911 right there in our driveway, claiming Lynn was an unauthorized resident with suspicious medical equipment. The coded venom in her voice wasn't subtle. She was painting Lynn as some kind of threat. When Officer Daniels showed up, I had our marriage certificate and house deed ready, Lynn's name clear as day. Legal, airtight, no question. Laura didn't flinch. "I don't care about marriage papers," she snapped. "She doesn't fit our community standards. Look at her." The officer, clearly uncomfortable, glanced at our documents and said, "Ma'am, this is a civil matter. Mrs. Gwynn is legally married to the homeowner." Laura doubled down, ranting about HOA rules, but Daniels was already halfway back to his cruiser, muttering about how HOA disputes aren't police business. I thought that'd be the end of it. I was dead wrong. By noon, the harassment hit Lynn's workplace. Anonymous calls flooded the hospital, questioning whether Lynn's cultural background made her unfit to treat American kids. Her boss called her in, voice heavy, asking if she had personal issues affecting her work. Lynn came home that night, eyes red, and asked, "David, why am I being treated like a criminal for existing?" That's when our neighbor, Tom Reynolds, a 60-year-old retired sheriff, pulled me aside while trimming his roses. "David, we need to talk," he whispered, guilt etched into his face. "Laura's done this befarito, the Lopez family in 2020, the Jackson family in 2021, the Kim family in 2022. All not Crestwood material, if you catch my drift." I tried to stop her, but I couldn't. "I've got evidence, but I need someone to fight with me." That night, Lynn broke down, wondering why a nurse who saves kids was being targeted. Something in me snapped. Laura had no idea who she just pissed off. Tom called me at midnight, voice low. "Come to my garage tomorrow, David. You need to see what Laura's really about." The next morning, I walked into a scene straight out of a crime drama, one wall covered in photos, bank statements, and recordings. Tom, with 30 years on the force, had been tracking Laura's schemes for years. "She's not just a bully," he said, hands shaking as he pointed to spreadsheets. "She's embezzled $280,000 from the HOA over 7 years through a fake company, Bennett Landscaping. No workers, no equipment, just fake invoices she and her husband cash out. Families who got too close to the truth were driven out with harassment." Tom's voice cracked. "I failed those families, David. I won't fail you." That same day, Laura upped the ante. We found Lynn's car scratched from end to end, a note under the wiper reading, "Some people don't belong here." The hospital called again, citing cultural incompatibility complaints. Lynn was on the verge of losing her career. Enter Sarah Coleman, a 33-year-old investigative journalist who'd been digging into HOA corruption for years. Laura was fired from the county clerk's office in 2017 for stealing, she told us, flipping through a folder of damning records. She's been running this scam for decades, targeting families who can't fight back. That night, we huddled around our kitchen table, Lynn, Tom, and Sarah, papers everywhere, plotting like we were in a heist movie. Sarah's plan was simple but genius: make Laura think she'd won. I staged a loud phone call, knowing Laura was probably eavesdropping. "Lynn, maybe we should just move. This isn't worth it." Within hours, Laura took the bait, bragging to her ally, Mrs. Carter, on a call Sarah recorded. The foreign couple's breaking, just like I planned. Some bloodlines don't belong in Crestwood. That recording was gold proof of hate crimes, clear as day. Over the next 2 days, Laura's overconfidence was her undoing. She escalated, thinking we were running scared. Trash appeared on our lawn daily. Our sprinklers were smashed at night. Lynn's nursing license renewal got lost in the mail. Utility companies got fake reports of gas leaks at our address. Laura was trying to break us, but we were documenting every move. Sarah's recorder caught Laura's worst confession yet, to Mrs. Carter. "I've kept Crestwood pure for 7 years. Lopez, Jackson, Kim all sent back where they came from. These two don't have the Crestwood spirit." Sarah nearly jumped out of her chair. "David, this is federal hate crime evidence." She's done. Laura planned a victory party at the community center, expecting applause for protecting Crestwood. She had no clue Sarah had invited the FBI, the county DA, past victims, local news, and 120 residents ready to see her fall. The night arrived, and Laura strutted in like a queen, clutching her speech about maintaining community values. Tom stood up, his sheriff's voice cutting through the room. "Before we celebrate, Laura, let's talk about the $280,000 you stole." He projected bank records, fake invoices, and kickback deals, showing how Bennett Landscaping funneled HOA funds into Laura's pockets. The crowd gasped. Laura's smug grin vanished as Sarah took the stage, revealing her 20-year history of targeting non-traditional families and her 2017 firing for theft. Then the victim spoke. Juan Lopez, who'd driven 5 hours, said, "Laura destroyed our family with lies and harassment. We lost our home and $25,000. The Jackson and Kim families echoed his story, detailing identical tactics. Elderly Mrs. Thompson choked up, fined $600 for planting roses to honor her late husband. Laura unraveled in real time, denying, deflecting, then exploding. "I built this community for real Americans, not these outsiders with their foreign ways." The room erupted in outrage. Parents shielded kids' ears. Phones recorded her rant. Tom called for a vote, 149-3, to remove Laura as HOA president, unanimous demands for criminal charges and restitution. FBI agent Harper stood up. "Laura Bennett, you're under arrest for wire fraud, mail fraud, conspiracy, and civil rights violations." She tried to bolt, but Tom blocked her, calm as ever. "It's over, Laura." Handcuffs clicked, and she screamed, "I'm the victim here." The crowd cheered like a dam had burst. Lynn's phone rang mid-chaos. The hospital CEO apologized, dismissing all complaints and promoting her to pediatric ICU director. Juan Lopez stepped forward, voice steady. "Laura, you took our home 3 years ago. Tomorrow, we're buying yours at foreclosure." Laura collapsed, sobbing as the FBI led her away. Her house, cars, and accounts were frozen. Her husband turned state's evidence, exposing their 7-year scam. News trucks swarmed, and Sarah's live report went viral. Crestwood transformed overnight. Tom, elected HOA president, mandated transparency of stream meetings, public financials, and a community oversight board. Lynn's career soared. She won a state nursing award and testified for federal HOA reform. Laura faced 17 years in prison, $560,000 in restitution, and a lifetime HOA ban. Her defense blaming her husband, claiming persecution crashed against overwhelming evidence. The Lopez family moved into her home, and neighbors raised $18,000 to help them settle. Kids welcomed their children with playground tours. At the closing, I handed Laura her eviction notice, the deed showing Juan and Maria Lopez as owners. Her face crumbled as Juan held up the key. "We're home, Laura." 6 months later, Crestwood was unrecognizable. The Lopez family hosted a diversity potluck in Laura's old backyard, kids of every background playing together. The Margaret Sullivan Accountability Act, named for Laura's infamy, passed, mandating HOA audits and anti-discrimination laws. Lynn's book, Unbroken Spirit, inspired thousands, and I joined a national HOA reform committee. An Iranian family moved in, greeted with cookies and warmth, not suspicion. Lynn said it best. Laura was right about one thing: some people don't belong in power. She just didn't see it was her. Our fight became a national model, exposing 53 corrupt HOAs and protecting countless families. Juan's kids, now honor students, mentor others. Crestwood's property values jumped 25%, and our Unity Day became a tradition. Was Laura a monster, or just a product of a broken system? Should victims like Lynn have fought harder or walked away? Could your neighborhood hide a Laura Bennett? Drop a comment with your city and thoughts. Did we go too far, or not far enough? Like and subscribe for more stories of justice taking down the untouchable.